Welcome back, friends. After spending about 2 weeks exploring Paris, it was finally time for me to check out of this beautiful apartment and move on to my next destination. So I have just checked out from my Airbnb and I'm on my way to the Orly airport. Hope the flight will be fine and there won't be any issues with the TPC airport. So I finally completed the check-in for my Transavia flight and I'm now waiting near my gate. I haven't seen Transavia before. This is the Transavia Airlines. It looks quite modern and it's a budget airline.
One eternity later.
The boarding on the airplane was such a huge mess. They let people queue up however they want instead of sorting everyone row-wise. It was so stressful that one young woman in the connecting bus was literally tearing up. It took more than 45 minutes just to board everyone on the flight.
2 hours later.
The flight was pretty alright. Finally, we reached Porto. Porto is the second largest city in Portugal. So we just started our journey and there are literally only two passengers in this bus apart from the driver. I'm not sure how this business is sustainable, but good for me. Right now I'm going to another city in Portugal, but I'm not going to tell its name because I just don't want to. The drive was so beautiful. The highway was top class. It was raining, it was cool, and there were fogs. Right away I was liking the vibe of Portugal. Finally, I reached my destination, went to my apartment, took some rest, and then headed out to the city to explore. Today it's cloudy and raining. Soon I started to hear some music and I followed it and ended up here. Man, that was such a wonderful experience. It made me feel like I arrived in a little town from some fairy tale story. I spent rest of the evening just walking around, looking at the old buildings, churches and their architectures, and enjoyed the laid-back nature of this little town. On the next day, I took a public bus to Bom Jesus. It is one of the popular church in this town, and it is situated on top of a hill. One of the attractions in this church is this hydro-powered train system. It works without any electricity on its own using gravity and water. The train going up is connected to the train coming down. The train at the top is filled with water, and when it goes down, it will pull up the bottom train up. So that's how the system works. I hope that made sense. This church was very beautiful, and the view from this hilltop was very beautiful as well. You can see the whole city and the hills surrounding it. The inside of the church was very wonderful and serene. The ambience inside the church almost made me religious. I saw one of the most beautiful evenings here. The church was glowing like a gold building in the evening rays. Another major attraction of this church are these unique stairs. Finally, it was night and I was on my way back to my apartment. The city basically sleeps by around 8 pm. Right now it's about 10 and you can see there is basically literally nobody in the street. It's like an empty town. And today is the final night, and tomorrow I will go to Porto. I had a great time here, and the food is pretty nice. I tried 2 new foods. I don't know the name of the first food from the yesterday's restaurant, but today I tried Francinca, and it was pretty great and unique. Now I'm walking to my hotel.
The next day.
So this is my ticket photo, and that's my train. The train will depart at around 12:30 and I will board the train around that time. I was delighted to see an empty train. I'm not a fan of crowds. Anyways, that's it for today's video. We will see again on the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.